Have you ever gone through your day without giving your kidneys a second thought? Most people do. But here's a truth that might surprise you. Over 37 million Americans are living with chronic kidney disease, and most don't even know it. Especially for older adults, the risks are real and often silent. Every single day, small choices you make could be putting your kidneys under pressure. Choices that feel harmless, like skipping a glass of water or popping a pain pill. But these everyday habits can slowly, quietly lead to serious damage. Today, on Second Sunrise, we're uncovering 10 daily habits that could be sabotaging your kidney health and what you can do instead to protect these essential organs. Stick with us through the countdown, because the number one habit at the end might just be the one that affects you most. Let's start with something simple, something we've all done: holding in our pee. You're in the middle of your favorite show, on a phone call, or maybe even out running errands. The urge hits, but you push it aside. I'll go later, you say. But what you might not realize is that this seemingly harmless delay can do more harm than you think. When you consistently hold in urine, you're forcing your bladder to stretch beyond its normal capacity. Over time, this weakens the bladder muscles, making it harder to completely empty your bladder when you do go. That leftover urine becomes the perfect breeding ground for bacteria, increasing your risk of urinary tract infections, or UTIs. Now, here's where it gets serious. When those infections move upward, they can reach your kidneys. And kidney infections aren't just painful. They can cause permanent damage, especially in older adults. Seniors are already at greater risk due to a weakened immune system and other age-related changes in the urinary tract. Another hidden danger? Kidney stones. When urine sits too long in the bladder, minerals like calcium and oxalate have more time to crystallize. The result? Painful stones that not only hurt like crazy, but can also obstruct the urinary system, putting stress on your kidneys. The fix is simple, but powerful. Don't wait. Make it a habit to use the restroom as soon as you feel the urge, even if it seems inconvenient. Your bladder and kidneys will thank you for it. Coming up next, a common household habit that many seniors rely on for quick relief, but could be silently draining your kidney function every single day. You might be surprised just how dangerous it is. Pain is a part of life, especially as we get older. Whether it's arthritis, joint aches, back pain, or lingering injuries, many of us reach for quick relief. And over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen, aspirin, and naproxen seem like a safe solution. They're easy to find, affordable, and widely used. But here's the problem. Using these medications too often can quietly damage your kidneys. These drugs belong to a group called NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. While they work by reducing inflammation and easing pain, they also reduce blood flow to the kidneys. That means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach these vital organs, which makes it harder for them to do their job, filtering waste and balancing your body's fluids. Over time, this can lead to something called analgesic nephropathy, a form of chronic kidney damage caused by long-term painkiller use. The scariest part? This damage often happens silently. By the time symptoms like fatigue, swelling, or changes in urination appear, kidney function may already be significantly reduced. For seniors, the risk is even higher. As we age, kidney function naturally declines, and our bodies become more sensitive to medications. That means even normal doses of NSAIDs can be too much. Plus, if you're already taking medications for high blood pressure or diabetes, the combination can put your kidneys under even more stress. So what can you do? First, limit your use of NSAIDs. Avoid taking them daily unless prescribed. If you rely on them regularly for chronic pain, talk to your doctor about safer alternatives, like acetaminophen, physical therapy, anti-inflammatory diets, or even gentle stretching routines, and always read the labels. Many cold and flu medications contain hidden NSAIDs, which can add up fast without you realizing. Next up, the easiest health tip you've probably been ignoring, one that's vital for kidney function and so simple, you'll wonder why it's not already a daily habit. It sounds almost too simple, but not drinking enough water is one of the most common and underestimated habits that damage your kidneys over time. Your kidneys are powerful filters. Every day, they clean about 50 gallons of blood, removing waste, toxins, and excess fluid, turning it into urine. But here's the thing, they can't do that without water. Staying hydrated is like giving your kidneys the fuel they need to function properly. When you don't drink enough water, your blood becomes more concentrated. This makes it harder for your kidneys to filter waste efficiently, and that waste can start to build up in your system. Over time, this can lead to kidney fatigue, decreased kidney function, and a higher risk of chronic kidney disease. And there's another issue, kidney stones. When you're dehydrated, your urine has less fluid and more minerals. Those minerals, like calcium, oxalate, and uric acid, can crystallize and form painful stones. Passing them is not only agonizing, but frequent stone formation can scar the kidneys and reduce their ability to filter blood effectively. Older adults are especially vulnerable to dehydration. Why? As we age, our sense of thirst naturally diminishes. You may not feel thirsty, but your body could still be low on fluids. Certain medications, like diuretics for blood pressure, can also increase fluid loss, putting extra pressure on your kidneys. So, what's the solution? Make water your go-to beverage. A general rule of thumb is 8 glasses, 64 ounces per day, but your needs may vary depending on your activity level, medications, and climate. A good tip? Check your urine. If it's dark yellow or has a strong smell, you probably need more water. Keep a reusable water bottle nearby. Sip throughout the day. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water feels boring. Coming up next, we're diving into a flavor booster that's hiding in plain sight and silently raising your blood pressure every day. Your kidneys are working overtime because of it. Salt is in just about everything. It makes food taste better, enhances flavor, and for many of us, it's a lifelong habit. But too much salt, especially for older adults, can be a silent enemy to your kidneys. Here's how it works. Salt is made up of sodium, a mineral that helps regulate fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contractions. But when sodium levels get too high, your body holds on to extra water to dilute it. That added water increases your blood volume, which leads to high blood pressure, a leading cause of kidney damage. Your kidneys have a delicate network of blood vessels that filter waste. Over time, high blood pressure damages those vessels, making it harder for the kidneys to do their job. And once your kidneys start to struggle, blood pressure rises even more. A dangerous cycle. Another problem? Hidden salt. You might think you're eating a moderate amount, but sodium is lurking in processed foods, canned goods, frozen meals, salad dressings, condiments, even bread. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day for most adults, especially seniors. But the average American consumes over 3,400 milligrams daily. That's more than double. So, how can you cut back? Start by cooking more meals at home using fresh ingredients. Use herbs and spices like garlic, rosemary, or lemon instead of reaching for the salt shaker. Read labels carefully. Look for low sodium or no salt added versions of your favorite foods. If you must use salt, opt for smaller portions and avoid adding extra after food is prepared. And be mindful when dining out. Restaurant meals are often packed with sodium. Reducing salt doesn't just protect your kidneys, it also helps your heart, lowers your risk of stroke, and can even reduce swelling in your legs and feet. Coming up next, a dangerous combo, convenience and craving. We're talking about processed foods and the damage they do to your kidneys long before symptoms appear. Let's face it, processed foods are everywhere. They're convenient, tasty, and often feel like a time-saving solution in a busy day. But here's the hidden cost. These foods may be slowly destroying your kidneys without you even knowing. In processed foods, think frozen dinners, deli meats, packaged snacks, canned soups, and fast food are usually loaded with sodium, preservatives, unhealthy fats, and added sugars. All of these ingredients spell trouble for your kidneys. One of the biggest concerns is phosphorus additives. In processed foods, phosphorus is added to improve flavor and shelf life. But unlike the natural phosphorus found in whole foods, these additives are absorbed into the bloodstream much faster, making your kidneys work overtime to get rid of the excess. Over time, this can lead to mineral imbalances, bone issues, and declining kidney function. Then there's the sodium. As we mentioned earlier, high sodium intake increases blood pressure, which directly stresses the kidneys. Processed foods are the top source of sodium in the American diet, far more than the salt you add at home. These foods are also low in fiber and essential nutrients, which makes them more likely to contribute to weight gain, high blood sugar, and elevated cholesterol, all of which raise your risk of kidney disease. And let's not forget the acid load. Processed foods create an acidic environment in your body. Your kidneys have to work harder to maintain a healthy acid-base balance, especially as you age. This chronic strain increases the risk of long-term kidney damage. So what's the alternative? Shift your diet toward whole, natural foods. Fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins like fish or chicken, and healthy fats from nuts and olive oil are all excellent choices. If you need something quick, try prepping meals in advance or choosing minimally processed options with clean labels and no additives. Coming up next, the silent killer you can't feel, but if ignored, it can cause irreversible damage to your kidneys. It's time to talk about blood pressure. They don't call it the silent killer for nothing. High blood pressure or hypertension often shows no symptoms, yet it's one of the leading causes of kidney failure in the United States. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. Your kidneys rely on a vast network of tiny blood vessels to filter waste from your blood. When your blood pressure is too high, it puts excessive force on those delicate vessels. Over time, that pressure scars and weakens them, reducing your kidney's ability to function efficiently. This condition is known as hypertensive nephropathy, and once it starts, the damage can be progressive and irreversible. Many older adults don't even know they have it until it's too late and their kidney function is already impaired. What makes high blood pressure especially dangerous is how quietly it builds. You might feel fine, but your kidneys are struggling under the surface. And if you're also dealing with diabetes, obesity, or heart disease, the risk multiplies. The good news? Blood pressure is manageable, but you have to stay on top of it. Start by checking your blood pressure regularly, at home or during doctor visits. Normal blood pressure should be around 120/80. If it's consistently higher, speak with your healthcare provider about a personalized plan. Lifestyle changes make a huge difference. Eat a low-sodium diet, get regular physical activity, even light walking, reduce stress, and limit alcohol. If medication is prescribed, take it as directed, every day, not just when you feel off. Managing your blood pressure isn't just about protecting your heart. It's one of the most powerful things you can do to prevent kidney disease, preserve your independence, and extend your quality of life. Next up, a sweet danger hiding in plain sight. We're talking sugar, and how it may be silently raising your risk of kidney failure one spoonful. at a time. Sugar might sweeten your coffee, your cereal, or even your mood, but too much of it can poison your kidneys over time. When you eat large amounts of sugar, especially added sugars found in processed foods, soft drinks, pastries, and low-fat snacks, you trigger a series of harmful effects throughout your body. The most serious, a much higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Why does that matter? Because diabetes is the #1 cause of chronic kidney disease. When your blood sugar remains elevated for long periods, it damages the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, reducing their ability to filter waste and excess fluid. This condition, known as diabetic nephropathy, often goes unnoticed until significant. Kidney damage has already occurred. Even if you don't have diabetes, sugar still harms your kidneys indirectly. High sugar diets contribute to weight gain, inflammation, and high blood pressure. 3 powerful risk factors for kidney failure. Plus, too much sugar can raise your triglycerides and increase insulin resistance, which only puts more stress on your kidneys. For older adults, this is especially dangerous. As we age, our metabolism slows down and our bodies become more sensitive to blood sugar fluctuations. Unfortunately, many healthy packaged foods marketed to seniors still contain hidden sugars that make the problem worse. So what can you do? First, read nutrition labels carefully. Look for hidden sugar terms like sucrose, corn syrup, dextrose, fructose, and maltose. Limit or eliminate sugary drinks, which are one of the biggest offenders. Choose whole fruits instead of desserts, and use cinnamon or vanilla to add flavor without added sugar. It's not about removing all sweetness from your life. It's about choosing smarter sources. Coming up next, a habit most people associate with lung damage, but its effect on your kidneys might shock you. And if you've been doing it for years, the risk is even higher. When we think of smoking, we usually picture damage to the lungs or heart. But did you know that smoking is also a direct threat to your kidneys? Here's what happens. Every time you smoke, thousands of harmful chemicals enter your bloodstream. These toxins travel through your body, including to your kidneys, where they cause inflammation, reduce blood flow, and damage the tiny blood vessels responsible for filtering waste. Over time, this weakens kidney function and accelerates the development of chronic kidney disease. Even worse, smoking increases the risk of high blood pressure and diabetes, which are the 2 leading causes of kidney failure. It also raises your risk for kidney cancer, especially if you've smoked for many years or are exposed to secondhand smoke regularly. And here's something most people don't realize. If you already have reduced kidney function, smoking makes the decline faster and more severe. That means smoking could be the difference between stable kidney health and needing dialysis. For older adults, the risks are even more pronounced. With age, your kidneys naturally lose some of their filtering capacity. Adding toxins from tobacco puts even more strain on a system that may already be struggling. The good news? It's never too late to quit. In fact, studies show that kidney function can stabilize and even slightly improve after quitting smoking, especially if done early enough. So, where do you start? There are many resources available: support groups, nicotine replacement therapies, counseling, and even phone apps designed for seniors. Don't hesitate to talk to your doctor about a personalized quit plan. Every smoke-free day helps your kidneys and the rest of your body begin to heal. Coming up next, a drink many people use to relax. But when taken too often, it can quietly wreak havoc on your kidneys. Let's talk about alcohol. Enjoying a glass of wine or a cold beer every now and then isn't necessarily harmful. But when drinking becomes a regular habit, or when you go beyond the recommended limits, it can start to silently damage your kidneys. Here's why. Alcohol is a toxin, and it's your kidney's job to help filter it out of your bloodstream. When you drink too much, your kidneys are forced to work harder. This creates stress on their filtering systems and can impair their ability to remove other waste products effectively. But that's not all. Alcohol is also a diuretic, which means it causes you to lose more fluids through urination. This can lead to dehydration, which reduces blood flow to the kidneys and makes it even harder for them to function. Over time, chronic dehydration contributes to kidney fatigue and long-term damage. And don't forget the connection between alcohol and high blood pressure. Heavy drinking raises your blood pressure, which, as we've discussed, is one of the top contributors to kidney failure. It also increases your risk of liver disease, and when the liver is compromised, the kidneys often suffer as well. The two organs work closely together to detoxify the body. For older adults, alcohol is especially risky. As we age, our bodies metabolize alcohol more slowly, and we become more sensitive to its effects. This means a normal drink can have a stronger impact, especially if combined with medications that are also processed through the liver and kidneys. So what's considered too much? For seniors, the general guideline is no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men. But if you have existing kidney issues, diabetes, or high blood pressure, even less may be advised. If alcohol has become a daily routine, consider cutting back gradually or replacing it with healthier options like herbal tea, flavored water, or sparkling juice. Coming up next, the number 1 habit destroying kidney health in America, especially for seniors. It's silent, dangerous, and far more common than you think. Don't miss this one. Of all the habits we've covered, this one causes more kidney damage than any other. If you have diabetes or even pre-diabetes, how you manage it can mean the difference between healthy kidneys and kidney failure. Diabetes is the leading cause of chronic kidney disease, CKD, in the United States. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 3 adults with diabetes also has kidney disease, and many don't even know it. Here's how it happens. When blood sugar levels stay high for too long, it damages the tiny blood vessels in the kidneys. These vessels act as filters, removing waste and excess fluid from your blood. Once they're damaged, your kidneys can't filter properly. Waste starts to build up. Fluid retention increases. Over time, this leads to a condition called diabetic nephropathy, AEE, slow and often silent decline in kidney function. And the worst part? By the time you notice symptoms like swelling, fatigue, or changes in urination, the damage is often already advanced. For older adults, this risk is even more urgent. As we age, our kidneys naturally become less efficient. Add uncontrolled diabetes to the mix and the strain can be too much. Many seniors end up on dialysis, not because they didn't care about their health, but because they didn't know how dangerous unmanaged blood sugar could be. So how do you protect yourself? First, monitor your blood sugar consistently. Work with your doctor to set a target range and check it daily if needed. Take prescribed medications exactly as directed and never skip doses. Second, make smart choices with your diet. Focus on low glycemic foods like whole grains, leafy greens, legumes, and healthy fats. Limit sugary snacks and processed carbs that cause blood sugar spikes. Third, move your body. Even light exercise, like walking, can help stabilize glucose levels and improve kidney blood flow. And don't forget to manage blood pressure and cholesterol too. They often go hand in hand with diabetes and amplify the risk to your kidneys. The good news? Early intervention works. By staying consistent with your diabetes care plan, you can prevent or at least delay kidney damage for years, even decades. Up next, let's recap the 10 habits you now know can quietly destroy your kidneys and how small changes today can make a massive difference tomorrow. Now that you've seen the top 10 habits that quietly damage your kidneys, let's do a quick recap, because awareness is the first step toward protection. Here's what to avoid. Or improve starting today, holding in your urine. Don't delay bathroom trips. Go when your body signals you. Overusing OTC painkillers. Use NSAIDs sparingly and only when truly necessary. Not drinking enough water. Aim for at least 8 cups a day, more in hot climates or with certain meds. Consuming too much salt. Cut back on processed foods and check labels carefully. Eating processed foods, swap out frozen meals for fresh, whole foods. Ignoring high blood pressure. Monitor regularly and make lifestyle changes. Overconsumption of sugar. Be mindful of hidden sugars in snacks, sauces and drinks. Smoking or secondhand smoke exposure. If you smoke, quit. If you don't, avoid it completely. Drinking too much alcohol. Stick to no more than 1 drink a day for women, 2 for men. Neglecting diabetes management. Track your blood sugar, follow your care plan, and stay consistent. These might seem like small adjustments, but they add up. Each one helps take pressure off your kidneys and keeps your entire body running better, especially as you age. Your kidneys work hard for you, every minute of every day. Now it's your turn to return the favor. If this video helped you understand the daily habits that can harm your kidneys, do something powerful right now. Like this video, subscribe to Second Sunrise, and leave a comment telling us which habit surprised you the most. Your engagement helps us reach more seniors who need this life-saving information. And don't stop here. In the description below, you'll find Amazon links to top-rated kidney health supplements, chosen based on scientific research, real customer reviews, and trusted ingredient quality. These products may support your body's natural ability to filter waste, balance fluids, and reduce inflammation. Always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you're already managing a condition like diabetes or high blood pressure. You'll also find links to more videos from Second Sunrise that cover related topics, like early signs of kidney disease, natural ways to lower blood pressure, and senior-friendly diet tips. Because when you take care of your kidneys, you're not just protecting an organ, you're protecting your independence, vitality, and future. Your kidneys may be small, but they carry a big responsibility, quietly working every day to keep your body in balance, your blood clean, and your health intact. And the truth is, even if you've made some of these harmful habits in the past, it's never too late to change. Your body has an incredible ability to heal, especially when given the right support, the right habits, and a little bit of patience. Every step you take today, whether it's drinking more water, skipping that extra salty snack, or checking your blood pressure, brings you closer to a healthier, stronger version of yourself. Here at Second Sunrise, we believe every new day is a second chance to care for your body, to protect your future, and to thrive at any age. So don't give up. Stay informed, stay consistent, and stay with us. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep rising.